Soy Eddy Warman y estamos en 88.9 Noticias, información que sirve en iHeartRadio y en todas las redes de Eddy Warman. Estamos en una tarde fría, bastante fría, el aire llega con velocidad acá en Florencia, donde me encuentro ahora, luego de haber manejado de Boloña, llegué antier a Italia, bueno, volé a Francia, de Francia a Boloña, ahí me recibieron los de Lamborghini, hicimos un recorrido al día siguiente por el museo y hoy manejamos de Boloña, de la Emilia Romana a la Toscana en este Lamborghini URUS SE, este chaparrito Stefan, que mide 2 metros y algo, está hoy con nosotros. Él es el director de la línea de producto de este URUS y de una nueva línea, un nuevo Lamborghini deportivo que va a salir en breve. Thank you very much, Stefan, for being with us. Are you cold?
Yeah, yeah, it's freezing. It's
Because
definitely
you look the jacket, the cashmere jacket here, and then the
vest on top.
The vest on top.
Just for the logo.
For the logo.
Not because I'm
okay,
cold.
I need one as well because I'm freezing. Bueno, hay muchos cambios en el nuevo URUS. Podría decirse que es completamente diferente y pues estuvo explicándome Stefan y yo quiero que les explique a ustedes de qué se trata. What's new in this URUS SE? What do we have here as well? The rotation of the back wheels, the front wheels, the eye in the front window or the front glass, and the shape change. What is all these new things and what is for?
So first of all, the car has now 800 horsepower, so it's pretty much an ST number and a lot of power and a lot of torque because we're having 950 Newton meter of torque. To do that, we needed to redesign completely the front of the car in order to have by far more air and more space for the air coming in to cool the engine and the electronics we're having in the car. We changed as well the hood in the front. You can see here the new shape, the beautiful shape, and the nice new front lamps. Is a little bit story about it. You can see here the light. This is inspired by the bull tail of the Lamborghini logo. You can see it here, and our designers took inspiration out of the bull tail.
Okay.
This is in the front of the car.
Who was the designer?
It's Mitja Borkert. He is our head of design, together other around about 35 designers in Sant'Agata, in Centro Stile, in our Centro Stile in Sant'Agata.
He's a crazy guy, but he's a genius, eh?
He is. He
I
definitely
love what he designs.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Then
we have that shape, the carbon top. It has air entrance here.
Exactly.
But not this one. Why is that difference?
So in this car here, compared to the former one, we don't need this kind of active cooling like the one we had in the past. So we closed the air intake, but we optimized the air intake here. And completely, we have a new ducts that are taking the air from the front to the front braking system, because the braking system are getting bigger. So we need more air. So we increase the air in the front, getting into the engine, and more air to the brakes to cool better the brakes in the front. And we get more power braking performance.
Okay. And both are of carbon, fiber carbon?
No, this is not carbon fiber. This is in aluminum, in a very light aluminum alloy to reduce the weight at the maximum.
Because the purple one, which is over there,
exactly,
it's carbon fiber. What's the difference inside, or what's the difference on the bottom?
So this car here is the URUS Performante, which was the former one, which is now run out of production. This is the reason why, and it was, I would say, the sportiest version out of the URUS, the one we know launched back in 2018. Now we are starting again the story with the URUS SE, and we launched this car this year. We're presenting now, and then who knows what the future will hold for us.
Okay, explain me how does these wheels rotate in case you're running very fast in a highway and you have left or right turn?
All right, so we're having a rear steering system installed in our car that works together with our tamburo and all the driving modes we're having in the car. So if you're driving in strada and you are driving 130 on a highway, on an Italian highway, then you're having a very comfortable turn on the left and the right. So that over 130, the two wheels, the one in the front and the back, are moving in the same direction. You have the feeling then that the car is longer and you have a more stable and easy to handle car. If you're moving then, what you did, for instance, after the highway, you went to Corsa or Sport, then you're moving in this direction like this. In this way, you have a very reactive car because the back of the car is getting into the turn as soon as it can. So it really is more agile, more nimble and faster in getting into the turn and, very important, outside of the turn. The thing is, this system is combined with the rear differential we're having, an active rear differential, the active anti-roll bars, the active suspensions, and most important, the new central differential we're having in this car. This means this time we can play with the torque from the front to the back of the car, and we can decide, depending on the driving mode, how much torque you want in the back or in the front. And for instance, in Sport, you have seen it, so the car is very a happy tail car. It's a real wheel-driven bias car. In this way, we can really try to make the car as much as we can very fun to drive, which is the aim of this car.
I've been driving in this road coming from Bologna, and there were a lot of curves, and I accelerate, but the entrance to come in and to come out in the turn was very precise, very easy, very stable, different than some other sport cars. Of course, you have to control the car. Of course, you need to know how to drive, but the 50% I did it, and the other 50 or 60% the car did it. If he knew me with some kind of intelligence, what I want or what I need to do.
We have an intelligence system into the car that measures all the movements of the body and gives in real time the information.
My body or the body?
Your body as well.
So if I do
exactly.
this, okay.
of the body of the car, and yeah, it gives immediate information to the active systems I mentioned you before. And we have a kind of predictive intelligence into the car that knows exactly what you experience, what is going to be next. Of course, if you're turning right, nobody thinks that you're going to turn left to go outside of the road. No. So you're turning right, the car knows, needs to go as fast as it can inside, and is already prepared to get out of the turn as fast as it can. So it predicts what is going to be the next move into your driving modes.
What kind of computer is inside that connect with the suspension and with the wheel and with the traction to do that fast in just a little part of a second, a microsecond, to change everything and to prepare the car for the turn or for the hole or for the stones?
It is. It's called. It's at the end our secret sauce. It's based in Sant'Agata.
Because I want to sell it to Ferrari.
And it's called LDVI, Lamborghini Dinamica Veicolo Integrata. So integrated vehicle dynamics developed by us. So you have three systems in the three computers into the car that are working together, steered by this software developed, coded in Sant'Agata by our engineering team. And this is the secret, the magic of this car. This is the reason why this car handles like a super sports car in a body, in an SUV body. Because
to drive an 800 horsepower car is not easy. And you know what is more difficult? To stop an 800 horsepower vehicle. Because if you're going up to 200 kilometers per hour, first, you need to know how to stop, how to brake, and how to handle the car. But if you have the assistance of the car to brake and to stop the car and not to go out of the road or slalom, then you feel secure and you can drive faster.
Exactly. This is exactly what we are developing in Sant'Agata, to give the driver everything he needs, every kind of a system he needs while driving in the car to get as fast as he can, as more safe as he can. Of course, then, if you are on a racetrack and you want to have all the fun in the world, and you're on a racetrack, you have a lot of ways to get out of a racetrack without any damage. So you go in Corsa mode and you switch the ESC off. And this is the driving mode we developed.
And you go in Corsa mode and?
You switch the ESC, the electronic stability control, completely off.
Okay.
And then you are on the racetrack, I would say, all alone, you and the car. The car is as well helping you a lot, but then it's all about the driving. While if you're going on Corsa or in sport or in normal strada, the system is supporting you every time.
Okay, and who sells the tires? Because after one Corsa,
you need a lot of.
Yes. Every 20 minutes in the Corsa, you need new tires.
You need a new tire.
At 200 kilometers per hour.
Absolutely.
Okay, explain me this part of the back door, and where is the
airflow?
What the airflow? And if I need to clean the glass, what happened? There is no limpiabrisas.
The cleaning.
Yeah.
So you don't need it in this car. So we work on the aerodynamics of this car in order to have every time the rear window cleaned up from the rain. So you can see here, the air is coming from the top of the car, going down, and you have one layer here that start to create the deportance of the car, so more load in the back, and one layer that goes down, cleans the air, gets here, and gets more load as well into the car. So this aerodynamic system helps you to clean it and then to increase the loads in the back of the car. We have maximum stability as well in the back.
That's very new, because I was looking for I don't remember the name of the window,
the wiper system. The wiper system.
Yeah, and I say, hey, where is? ¿Dónde está la pluma? ¿Dónde está el limpiador? But there is there's no any. So it cleans here, it comes back here. And what happened in this part? Because I see a shape here.
Exactly. So all the back of the car is designed to improve the aerodynamics of the car. This car can go up to 312 kilometers an hour, so it's pretty much a lot.
How much?
312.
Really?
Yeah. And this gives you the opportunity to be really, really fast on a racetrack, or if you're going on a highway with no speed limits. And like this, here we are cleaning up the airflow of the car. So it's coming here from the back, it's coming here down, making a lot of loads. We changed completely compared to the old car. The diffuser of the car, as you can see here, is more slashed. This way the air is coming back as well faster from the bottom of the car, and we are cleaning the air coming out, reducing the turbulences of the car. And this gives you a maximum stability on one side, a high speed, so you don't have this feeling that the back is moving, which some cars happen, not with this one.
The slalom system, the slalom feeling.
This is absolutely not there. And this kind of shape, beside the fact that it's very beautiful, helps you as well to clean the airflow in the back, reducing turbulences.
But it's a very tall sport car. It means that I can go all kind of terrain, and it's a 4x4, or it's a off-road. What is?
It's absolutely a super sport car in an SUV body that can go on a racetrack or as well off-road. We are having in the car, in the interior of the car, I will show you later, different driving modes for to go on the so-called terra, so mud, on the snow, neve, and as well on the sand, if you are driving on a beach.
Okay, you can go to Acapulco and jump in the beach.
Exactly.
With your car instead of the TR, of these motorcycles, no?
Exactly.
Let's go inside.
Let's go inside.
Este es un URUS naranja por fuera con terminado en naranja. Ahora lo van a ver con la cámara, en los interiores, todo en piel, y fibra de carbón, pero piel suave arriba, pero un súper equipo de sonido. Ahora le voy a preguntar qué equipo tiene. Y bueno, un tablero totalmente diferente. What changed for the inside? The front, this part is absolutely different than the other.
Absolutely. So we changed the complete front dashboard. We have here a new 12.3 inches screen to improve the functionality of our touchscreen system. As you can see here, we can have a look at all the different driving modes of the car and how the car handles, and I will show you in a second. And we changed as well the central tunnel of the car. So as you can see here now, it's more slim and more, I would say, comfort oriented. We have all the possible functions. Like today, I mean, it's a very cold day. We can switch the heating of the steering wheel and the heating of the seats if you want to have some heated seats.
But it's on or off now? Or is on working with the electric engine?
It's working with the electric battery, the electricity out of the battery of our car. So we have a 25.6 kilowatt hour battery in the back below the level of the luggage compartment, and we're using that electricity to heat the car and use all the systems with the engine off, completely off.
Okay, and talking about the battery, how many kilometers can I drive in total autonomy, just electric?
So it's more than 60 kilometers. You can drive in full electric mode. Then of course it depends on your driving style, but on a cycle it's around 60 kilometers of electric range, in full electric range. And then you can recharge the car, the battery, in two ways. The first one is to switch the engine on and go on recharge mode. The second one, while you're driving home or you are around the city, you can plug the car into an electricity outlet and recharge the car over there.
So it's a PHEV vehicle, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a plug-in hybrid.
Plug-in hybrid. Okay. I have an engine of almost 192 horsepower, which is the electric one, and I have an engine of 392 horsepower in the gasoline or fuel engine, right?
We're having a 620 horsepower engine in the front.
I mean 620,
yes,
sorry.
And 192 horsepower engine. Combining it together, we are coming to a maximum level of 800 horsepower because we are keeping a very nice and flat power curve into the car.
In what moment the fuel engine start and stop the electric engine?
So it all depends on the driving modes you are in. I can show you here. For instance, now when you start the car with our nice flap here, you are automatically in EV mode. This means the car drives in electric. If you, because this is still a Lamborghini, if you want all the power, you are driving in the city and you have to get all the power out, you're stomping on your gas pedal and the engine is stepping in. Then it will switch off. It is a way to support you in this phase. Otherwise, you can go on strada, and you can see it here. So as well here, we are in the city center of Bologna in this case, and the car is using the maximum efficiency between the two components, so the internal combustion engine and the electric engine. And you can choose here between three driving modes for strada. The first one is hybrid, so 6 for the maximum efficiency. The second one is recharge. Recharge is a way to recharge the battery, as it says, and then you have in performance. This gives you the maximum juice out of the battery. And as you can see here, you can play on the so-called tamburo, or you can change it here in the difference on the screen. Then starts the fun, what you tested today.
Yes.
You go in sport, and the car immediately starts to lower itself. As you can see, we are going down to a lower level, and all the systems are set up to be more sporty, more fun, and more reactive. And one thing very important, the ESC is going a little bit lower. So the control of the stability control is reduced so that you're having more fun while driving the car.
A sport kind.
Exactly. And as you can see here, you're having just two EV mode. One is recharge and the other one is performance. Automatically, you're going into performance.
Okay.
Then you have Corsa. Corsa is made for the racetrack, as you can see here, and as well here. Immediately the combi here changes. You're having the rev counter in pole position, because this is what counts into the driving on a racetrack. And of course the ESC goes in the modality Corsa, so here as well more freedom. And this is just, I would say, the kind of driving you're doing every day or to have fun or on a racetrack. And then starts the off-road modes. You have Sabbia.
You drive in Corsa always?
If you want, you can drive always in Corsa.
Okay.
It's up to you. It's your choice.
Okay.
The funny thing, I forgot, you have here, if you're driving in Strada, you're having here the so-called Corsa mode shortcut. If you're pressing it here, the car goes immediately for 20 seconds in Corsa mode. It's a push-to-pass version. And you can give immediately gas and overtake everybody. Then after 20 seconds, as you can see, there is a counter on the screen. I mean, in a Lamborghini, you never need more than 20 seconds to overlap somebody else, to overtake somebody else. Goes back in Strada mode.
Correct. Okay. And then you go to Sabbia.
Yes.
Which is arena, sand.
Exactly. So as well here, you can see the car is getting higher to get a higher off-road ground clearance. You have the spin control, the wheel control, and the spin control, which is reduced to have a better grip into the sand. And as well, all the system are tuned and tested. We went into the Middle East to test this car for the sand. Then you have Terra, which is for, I would say, off-road, mud and gravel.
Like here.
Exactly. Same discussion here. The car is going higher, and all the system are set up to get the maximum traction out of.
That's what we need for Mexico, because it's like if we are in Pakistan.
Right.
With the streets.
With the streets.
Yes.
In Italy, sometimes as well the same. And I use it a couple of times. And then you go to Neve, which is Italian for snow. It's for very low adherence surfaces like snow or icy surfaces.
Okay, I see this wheel different than the one I drive, and as well the seats. You can personalize?
Absolutely, you can personalize your car more or less as much as you want. So standard comes with leather, but you can choose as well this material which we call Corsatex, developed by us in Sant'Agata, and this gives you a more sporty feeling into the steering wheel and the seats. But it's not the end of the game. As you mentioned before, we're having here these inserts in orange, but you can choose it the color you want. The same goes for the seats. You can personalize it
in the sides.
Here in the sides, and in other cars, maybe you had the chance today to see as well, the seat belts can be changed in different colors. For the interior, we're having the carbon fiber here. Otherwise, we're having a nice boot option if you are more classy, or otherwise you have a so-called black piano finishing as well. This is as well very, very classy.
Okay.
Then the car, as said, is a super sport car in an SUV body. This means it gives you all the daily usability you need. You have a roof, a panoramic roof. You can open and close with your window and all the rest. They close automatically.
With one touch.
With one touch, exactly. So you can close it or you can reopen.
And as well the curtains.
You have the curtain in the back for if you have family.
With one shot.
Exactly. With one shot, you can do it from here. So going up and down. And you have all the driving assistance systems you're used to, so adaptive cruise control, lane assist, lane keeping, and everything you need just like in a normal SUV.
Okay, I need something else. What happens if somebody jump into the front of my car because he's distracted? But this line, this curve, helps me and helps the guy who jumps or whatever in the front of the car, so he doesn't hit the head.
We're having a very careful development of the car for the pedestrian protection. So it's developed and designed so that in case of you are colliding with a pedestrian, we hope that is not going to happen. We're having a minimized risk for the pedestrian being hurt on the ankle and going on the hood of the car. Indeed, the hood is an aluminum, but is very, very light, and you can even move it with your finger and see that it's very able to absorb any kind of, I would say.
And the last question, Stefan, the eye, how does it work, the eye? What happens if I have an accident and it's everything pre-record or record in the eye?
So we have the opportunity to install a dedicated camera, which is a so-called Lamborghini Eye, and this records everything you're doing in 4K with a front view on top. In case of accident, we hope that this is not going to happen, but the car as well has here an SOS system, so you can activate it by yourself, and this calls immediately our, I would say, call center. We have several around the board, and sends you immediately, calls you and asks you how you are. If you're not answering, the car sends immediately the signal, because you have an accident, to our call centers. They know the GPS position of the car, and they're sending immediately an ambulance and the police, so that you're getting as fast as you can the support of in case you need a physician.
And what about the film?
The film is recorded, and so you can have it, you can download it and see it even as well on your app, which is the Lamborghini app. You can see exactly what happened.
Okay, to see if it's your fault or
exactly.
not.
Exactly, yes, absolutely. It's something I strongly suggest to have in your car.
Oh, yes, of course. And how much is the cost here in Italy for this car? For example, this one.
So the car starts around 250,000 euro.
250,000 euro.
Plus options. So you could hit, depending on your gusto, 280, 285, roughly. Okay. Maybe you can even go around if you have picking a special color in the exterior made by our Ad Personam program. So you're going there and saying, oh, I really like this color here. I wanted to have it exactly the same. So they're doing it for you, and the car can cost over 300,000 euro. But this is, of course, the cost of individualization and personalization.
Who was the one who asked for a golden color?
There are many.
Really?
I cannot name our customer, but there are many customers.
From the Emirates, no?
All over the world.
Or from Colombia.
We are offering more than 120 colors in the car, plus the personalization. So it's really up to you. You're coming in Sant'Agata, you can personalize your car. You really can find the car for you. Okay. We have every kind of specification, so from very classy to very sporty.
Do you have Barbie pink?
As well, yes.
Barbie pink, of
course.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank
Gracias.
you. Thank you. Grazie.
Well, grazie.